Welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name is Grant. Today I'm unboxing one of four new travel-friendly solitaire war games from Worthington Publishing. These are brand new. This one is Shogun Solitaire, or Shogun Solitaire. The game is a card game. There are no other components. There are components. There's a couple of boards and some counters, but a majority of the game is card-based, and it's a very unique and interesting looking game. I've watched a couple of videos about it, and I can't wait to play it because it just looks so unique and interesting. Not to mention, this is very different than the other travel solitaire games that they have made. This is not States of Siege-esque. This one is very, very different. So let's go ahead and look at the back of the box. You can see some of the components. You have cards that represent your units in, I think it's 4 different colored suits: red, purple, green, and blue. There are enemy cards, raids and Ronin and those kinds of things. You also have envoys, which act as dead space in your hand and really allow you to do nothing. And then these are the different boards that you have to take. Each of the, I think it's 4 boards, has, we'll see in a minute, 3 spaces, one representing a port, one a village, and then one basically the castle. And then you have little counters that you are trying to gain. So when you open it up, it's a beautiful game, by the way, very well produced. Sorry, I just hit the camera. These are the counters that you are trying to collect, and they just represent those geographic locations on those boards. But you can see they're different colors. These are green, purple, red, and blue, and they represent the 4 major clans that were opposed at the time. So this is Hojo, Takeda, Kato, and Amago. And you are trying to collect these. I think to win you have to have 9 of them as a minor victory, but anything less is a loss, and then you can gain more. But really nice components. They are double-sided, and they are central to the game. They are what you are trying to collect. Next, what you see is the rules pamphlet. This one has a few more pages than the other ones have had. Sorry. But as you can see, it's in a pamphlet format. There's about 8 pages of rules. The others are just like a look at the cards. So these are enemy cards. These are your unit cards. And you're trying to defeat your enemies and take over their territory. Here's some information about setup and the objective of the game, how to play the game. The game, I think, is very simple. There is a sequence of play. You're going to play a Shogun card in the play area and then draw one to replace it. You can discard a Shogun card onto the discard pile and draw 1 card. So if you're not getting the cards that you need, then you can discard your whole hand into the discard pile. And ultimately what you are trying to get is a run of 3 different soldier cards in a row in a certain color. So if you're trying to take over Hojo, you're going to need to get 3 green cards in a row. I think there are soldiers, cavalry, leaders. There are also ninja, but they don't count in that traditional sense. And then there's some wild cards called fleets. Talks about the different enemy card effects. Each of those cards have different effects that you have to overcome. Assassin and Ronin cards are the nastiest, and then the neutral card effects, and then here's how to win the game. 8 or less points, it's a defeat. 9 points, it's like a marginal victory. 10 to 11, you become Shogun, and 12 or more, you are the supreme Shogun. So there's a look at the rules. And then here are the other components, those 4 boards that I mentioned in the different colors. So you're going to set these up, and then you're going to put that tile on the castle, this one on the village, this one on the port, based on the colors. And then as you defeat those areas, you will collect that counter, and that reminds you, hey, I've got this. You can lose those with the Ronin. The Ronin kind of come along, defect, and you end up losing that village or that location. So very thematic, very cool. Like that concept. But that's the board and the way that sets up. And then the other components in the game are just 2 decks of cards. So you have 2 decks of cards. I should have put my glasses on because any more close up, I'm almost blind. But you can see different colors, green, there are purple, and then different types. Soldier, there's a leader, beautiful art, very well made cards. There are samurai. They're going to stop the raids. You can defeat the raids with your samurai, or they can count as one of the 3 cards in a row that you have to have. There's the ninja. They do not count as one of the 3 cards, but you can discard this card to then draw, I think it's 4 cards, discard one of those 4 and put the other 3 back in any order that you want. There's cavalry. There's another leader. Here are the raid cards, and these are bad cards. They're going to make you discard cards. Then here's the envoys. These are just wastes of space in your deck. There are assassins. They're going to kill leaders or kill the most recent card that you've placed in your tableau. And then there are Ronin. Here are the 2 wild cards, and they represent any color and any type of soldier in the deck. So there's a look at those cards. Beautiful production. Actually, I've not played this yet, but I think that this one might end up being my favorite of the group of these solitaire travel-friendly games that they've had come out. It's very different. It's unique, but I lived in Japan for a couple of years. Very much enjoy the culture. And I look forward to playing this. So there's the red, the blue, and the green. So you can see the game is pretty compact. You know, it fits in this box. Pretty compact, but chock full of stuff. A very cool looking game, as are all these solitaire, travel-friendly games. So yeah, there you have it. That's a look at Shogun Solitaire. I'm going to play this weekend because I've been watching some videos and I really want to play it. I plan on doing a playthrough video and a review video where I share my thoughts. So I will let you know after I play it maybe 5 or 10 times, and we'll see how it goes. So there you have it. Shogun Solitaire from Worthington Publishing. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Grant for the Player's Aid.